this.
Oh. And now we've lost you, Abi. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, cool. I lost you for a minute. It was the NLP. It was so strong.
Yes, exactly.
That is so weird. I lost you for a few seconds there. Yeah. Yeah, you were just going to say, I have lost you.
Exercise, but we're just creating an interruption in the pattern so that we can put in what we want.
Sorry, I lost you there that minute. Can you just explain that again, Abi, just before we finish on that NLP? Because that's a fantastic exercise. What was actually happening there?
Yeah, absolutely. So all of what's happening is we're looking to create an interruption in the pattern. So the way that we talked about, the way that emotion travels through the brain is through the neurons. We're just looking to kind of create an interruption in that pattern so that we can redirect the energy down the positive pathway like we want. Or we can, that's an exercise that you might do if you're feeling sad, but you don't have the opportunity to cry at the moment, right? So you're just trying to kind of focus. You're just trying to get back to equilibrium. So maybe you can deal with the client or, kind of get on with the rest of your day until you can lock yourself away and, cry and cry and cry. So we're not always looking to, because it can seem like an emotion suppression, but it's just kind of an interruption. And we can do that with limiting beliefs. We can do that with relationships. We can do that with anything. And that's a very gentle example of neuro-linguistic programming. Yeah.
That's one. That's beautiful. Thank you very much for that. That's wonderful.
You're so welcome.
Could we just take a few moments just before I know I really want to talk about, you've got something very exciting on the horizon here that you're actually launching very soon. But just before we get into that, I just want to finish off because I started talking about how we nurture that inner child. Can we just talk for a couple of moments on that?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely. Inner child work is definitely a crux of the focus of my practice because really all behaviors, all negative destructive behaviors stem from just a lack of your needs being met at some stage in your childhood. So when I'm working with clients to help them basically reclaim and reparent their inner child, we're walking them through how to meet their own needs. What happens when you feel rejected or when you feel not enough, right? When you feel that you are simply not okay as a person because your needs were not met. And if you had been okay, there's this understanding that our needs would have been met if I was okay. So because the child mind can't tell the difference between self and others. So, I love walking people through just various exercises of reclaiming each stage of their childhood. So just to kind of give an example, a quick example that, the listeners can do for themselves is to take themselves back as the adult version of themselves, to see the baby version of themselves, the infant self, lying in the crib soon after birth, and just picking up that infant, holding the infant and just saying very beautiful, positive affirmation statements. But before you do that, you actually become the infant version of yourself, looking up at the adult version of yourself. It's feeding you those affirmations and saying things like, welcome to the world. I'm so happy that you were born. I'm so happy that you're a girl or a boy. And your needs are okay by me. And I'll give you all the time in the world to have your needs met. And your anger is okay. And your sadness is okay. And I will never leave you. I will never abandon you. And I love and accept everything about the very one that you are, all of it, all the aspects of you are okay. There's nothing that you could do to make me leave you. Just beautiful positive affirmations like that. But as an infant, you may or may not have received directly or indirectly. And just by receiving that and then switching back to the adult version of self and giving that love to that infant self, because so often when we're wrapped in toxic shame, we reject our child self. We go, you were the one who was bad. You did this to me. instead of embracing that self and going, oh, you poor baby, let me take care of you. You know, so that, and you know this, but just for anybody listening who maybe doesn't know that you know this, that is the process of reclaiming and reparenting the inner child and coming to that self-love and that place of self-acceptance, which can be so challenging to do if you don't begin with the child version of you.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love the way you've put that. Thank you. And it's so important, isn't it? It's it's amazing. I did I had some work done actually on myself through breathing. I don't know if you've done collective breathing before, but I've been quite skeptical about that. But it was a very powerful experience for me, you know. And, going back, because we're still on our journeys, you know. I mean, I think some people think when you become a therapist or a healer or a coach or a counsellor or whatever in this field of work, that you're done, you know, you've done that, and right, here we are, that's it, we're done. But we're still on our own journeys, we're still, it's all a learning process, and I don't believe we ever really sort of arrive anywhere. You know, someone said to me, have you arrived at Zen? Have I arrived at Zen? Wow.
So cute.
I thought, whoa, where's that? What does that look like?
Oh, anybody got a map?
Exactly.
Then.
Exactly. I was just wondering where it was. Yeah. Wow.
Oh gosh, that's really cute. I love that.
Yeah. So,
no, and I totally agree. I don't think we ever arrive. I think the journey is the destination, and so that's why everybody always teaches about or tries to teach about staying present, because otherwise you'll miss it. It's happening right now. It's happening all around you. It's already here. You know, there's no future place that you're getting to, because that place is also going to be part of the journey. Like, you're still going to be moving forward. And yeah, I totally agree with you. I think one of the hardest things for people to understand when they're beginning a healing journey is the fact that they're going to be now growing for the rest of their lives can be a little tough to swallow.
Yeah, because they just really want to get and arrive somewhere. You know, people don't want to be, they know they don't want to be where they are. And they have, this illusion that I'm going to get to this place and then that's it. But it's really, really not like that at all. It's one long journey. And we've got to enjoy the process, haven't we? I mean, that's the key, enjoying the process.
I know, you do. You have to.
So
I totally agree, yeah.
You've really inspired a lot of our listeners today, I know, because it's amazing the work you do, Abi, and I'm just going to dive quickly into that before we can explain to the listeners your latest program, what you're doing online. So how does your business work now? Do you want to just spend a couple of minutes just saying how you actually help people right now?
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely. So I always take one-on-one clients. Because the deepest work can be done one-on-one. Then I am just launching a live online group, which is awesome because it's now accessible to anyone, anywhere in the world. They don't have to be here in California, near me, in order to... Well, I can do one-on-ones via Skype as well. Just a lot of people like to do one-on-ones in person. And it's definitely a lot more accessible and a lot more affordable than one-on-one group. And then also coming up here in a few months, I will be putting a bunch of my content online, and I'll be creating a membership.
Oh, wow. That's really exciting. Yeah. So you've got a lot of things that you're working on right now.
And I have speaking events, and I do workshops. And lots of different things. I'm actually doing a past life regression workshop here on Saturday. So
past life regression. Wow, that's interesting, isn't it? That's another.
It's fascinating. It's a whole other episode. Yeah,
it is. It's a whole thing in itself. Wow. Yeah. So you're one busy lady. I
do. I stay very busy, yes, especially since I'm a single mom with my 11-year-old baby daughter. So I keep extremely busy, but I love it. I would not have my life any other way.
Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. So just tell us a little bit about where we can find this new program and how it works. And they can, I presume, sign up, now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, they sure can. So it's a 12-week online live video class. So it's weekly, it's for 1 hour, and then after the class, I have open office hours, and then so people, if they have some more specific things going on, they can talk to me directly. And that is, I'm enrolling right now.
Wow.
You can find information about that on my website, which is abilevine.com. And the basic premise of that entire class is covering the stuff that we have been covering. So it's drawing healthy boundaries, releasing negative emotions, healing the wounded inner child, creating that most confident version of you, that most expansive version, getting to the place in your life where you feel like you deserve to let your light shine and you're not afraid of anyone else's reaction to you, and you're not afraid of making anyone feel inferior to you or anything like that. You're just owning your body, your skin, yourself, your soul, and really stepping into your greatness. Because one of the things I find is that so many people, if not every single person I've ever spoken to, feels as if they have something greater, they have more potential, but they can't seem to access it. And this is one of the ways. This is what I'm pioneering. I wanted to create a way to access those seeds of greatness and really encourage people, provide a platform for people to jump off and then soar to their highest capacity.
Fantastic. Wow. So this is something you really want to look at, guys. So go to Abi's website. That's Abi Levine, ABILEVINE.com. So go there, and you can also find Abi on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Abi.Caruthers, Caruthers, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You can find her there. She's on Twitter at Hypnosis with Abi. She's on LinkedIn as well, and Instagram, and you have another Facebook group here with a lot of numbers out.
I do. I have just a free group called Life Hacking with Abi Levine, and I just give free tips and life hacks, and it's a place for us to get together and be a community and grow and heal and all be our glorious selves with no judgment.
Beautiful. So there's lots of places to find Abi, and if you're interested in taking her brand new course, do go ahead, do look into it. I know it will be absolutely fantastic because Abi really is a superstar. She's incredibly professional in her field. You've got the biggest, warmest hearts, and we just love you, Abi. So go and check.
I love you.
Beautiful. So please check Abi out. She has got so much to give, and she has a real gift there. And I'm going to leave you with a quote from Abi here. Her favourite quote, or one of her favourite quotes, is, "To the caterpillar, it was the end of the world. To the butterfly, it was just the beginning." And isn't that just beautiful? I love that quote. Beautiful, beautiful.
I love it. My favourite quote.
It is. It's a gorgeous one, and it's I have the butterfly as a little logo on my website, so I really resonate with that as well. Butterfly means it's a lot to me. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So thank you so much today, Abi. It's now very sadly time to leave you.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun, and I so appreciate your time.
You are so welcome. You're amazing. It's been wonderful. I know the listeners will have loved you, and I know they're going to connect with you. And you enjoy the rest of your evening. It is now my morning, my day starting. It's really weird because I always think I'm in your future, and I always think it's really weird.
I'm like, what's the future like tomorrow?
It's just bizarre. But thank you so much, Abi. Take good care.
You too. Have a great night.
You too. Thank you so much. And it's a big goodbye to you listeners. Thank you so much for joining us today. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I very much look forward to welcoming you again in 2 weeks' time. I can do anything. Bye.